Nigeria rejects UK travel ban over Omicron variant. Police arrest criminal gang in Maiduguri. Traders in Abuja plead with authorities not to demolish illegal settlement. And on the foreign scene, cop kills 6, including wife, before turning gun on self in Nairobi. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Ayuba. Thank you for joining. The news in detail now. Federal government on Sunday ruled out the possibility of restricting foreign travelers from visiting Nigeria despite travel bans on the country by Canada, the United Kingdom, Indonesia, Singapore and Hong Kong. The Minister of Health, Osagie Ehanire, said this on a national program. Ehanire described as unfortunate the reaction by some countries to the Omicron strain, noting that even the World Health Organization recently said countries should focus more on collaboration rather than shutting borders. This is coming as the federal government raised concern that most of the inbound passengers that tested positive for COVID-19 were from the UK. Meanwhile, United Kingdom High Commission office in Abuja is deserted by visa-seeking applicants barely 24 hours after the country banned foreign travelers from Nigeria over COVID-19 Omicron variant. UK has suspended the processing of visitor visa applications from all red list countries, including Nigeria. Trust TV Nafisa Abdul Al visits the office that attracts a large number of visa applicants but could not find any on Monday. Former Foreign Minister, former officer grade 2 Shuaibu Galma speaks to Trust Television on UK travel restrictions.
Diplomacy has it that it is reciprocal. Once you do something to somebody, another country, reciprocity is there. But we find out always, like we are always down as far as the trade balance is concerned. We always find ourselves, again, even in diplomacy, we don't pay these people back to back. And the reason why they are doing this to us, we always show them that we depend on them. Is it on the running of our government, indeed in the purchase of our things? We don't try to develop our things. When we conduct elections, we are always looking to, waiting to hear from them, to make comment, to comment, pass good comments on the election that are taking place, so that if they say it is okay, we feel okay. If it is not okay, you see us fidgeting all over the place. They don't leave us alone because of the manner we are still showing dependency on them. But the very moment we try to relieve ourselves from their yoke by showing that we can stand on ourselves, they will be thinking twice. At least there are at least one country I can batch off in this Black Africa here that is doing that. That is the Rwanda. And let me tell you one thing. It is a shame. It's something that cannot even be understood by anybody who is reasonable, who knows what is happening. Let us put aside diplomacy or any other thing again, aside. How can you people, where this same disease, whatever it is, whether it is the COVID-19, whether it is the Omicron, it is always believed that it has started and it is more aggravated, or more aggravating in your own countries. Then you now feel you have other countries, to make as a sort of lashing, what do I call it, whereby you can just come and start, hitting, trying to hide your own failure by coming hardly on some countries that are even better, doing better than you in control in everything of this disease. Thank God, Africa is not much hit by this disease. Otherwise, honestly, or by this, what do you call it, virus. Otherwise, honestly, we should not be surprised to see these people flying, trying to say that they will be flying over African countries to be spraying them with this antivirus, something. Spray. because they other it's it's unfathomable to say that Nigeria can even be counted as one of the leading countries for this spread of what do you call it, Omicron or something like that. Everybody knows where it started. So what is the meaning of this, calling Nigeria? Because Nigeria's name is always good for them to be mentioning in all their media.
The National Assembly says adequate resources will be made available in the 2022 budget for the fight against COVID-19 pandemic in the country. President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, said this on Monday in Abuja while declaring open a national summit on COVID-19 with the theme End the Pandemic and Build Back Better, organized by the Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19. According to him, the National Assembly will insist on prudence in the use of the resources.
In the 2022 appropriation, which is likely to be passed by the 14th or 16th of this month, whatever is necessary will be provided for Nigeria to continue to fight for the pandemic and beyond it. And I like that applause, but there is a condition, a caveat, that those who will be giving those funds need to provide the kind of prudence that is necessary. The economy, the efficiency in the deployment and application of those resources. And I will urge our committees who have been working very hard and very closely with the PSC and even before the PSC to ensure very strict and rigorous scrutiny and oversight on our funds in 2022 when we are able to provide them to the ministry and its agencies. The 9th National Assembly, under my humble leadership, has equally played a critical role in supporting the executive arm of government to respond frontally through the passage of the Quarantine Act 2020 in order to mitigate the effects of COVID-19 on our citizens and the economy. The Act provided a regulated imposition of quarantine and made other provisions for preventing the introduction, spread and transmission of dangerous infectious diseases in Nigeria. The National Assembly proactively reviewed the medium-term expenditure framework (MTEF) and the 2020 national budget in order to sufficiently fund the national response to the pandemic and to provide economic stimulus packages for Nigerians.
Now, Nigeria recorded 167 additional COVID-19 infections across 8 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control stated this on its Facebook page late Monday night, noting that the fatalities were recorded. The center added that the infection toll has increased to 214,789, while the fatality toll from the disease still stands at 2,980. It also added that of the cases, Kaduna, Abia, and Delta states reported a backlog of cases for December 5th, 2021. Now, civil servants in Abuja now show vaccination cards before they have access to their offices. The Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19 had announced that starting from December 1, all employees of the federal government will be required to show evidence of being vaccinated or present a negative PCR result done within 72 hours before they are allowed into their offices. Trust TV's Nafisa Abdul-Al visits the Federal Secretariat to check level of compliance with the order.
This is the Federal Secretariat in Abuja, where on December 1st, civil servants without proof of vaccination were prevented from accessing the building. Now, from what we've gathered on the streets, most of these civil servants have been vaccinated because without the proof of vaccination, which is the green card, one will still not be able to access the building.
Since on the 1st, that's last Thursday, they have been blocking the gate, not giving access to the workers until you show your green card before you are allowed, and that is what is happening. So most of the people that you see them going in, they are with their green cards.
I have just been denied access at the main entrance because I didn't have my vaccination card. Oh, it's true. It just happened to me, so it's true. I have my vaccination card, but I obviously didn't think that I should carry it about. Okay, now you denied me driving in access, and then I'm still out of the car now, and then you're still going to allow me. So what sense does it even make? Is it the car now that is going to transmit the virus, or it's me? So I actually think that it should be a balance.
Today it was a little bit relieved. The steps down on it because many people have gone to, though it's difficult to get it. Today the relief was lesser than the last week because many people used that opportunity last week to go and vaccinate.
To me, I think the people are taking the vaccination very seriously now. Maybe because of the other level of the pandemic that the world is discovering now. The micro, what is it, micro variant, So because of that, a lot of people, there's this. It's like a call now. People are now aware that this thing is real, But even as at that, we have to be very careful too.
It's a good thing for every one of us, especially we that do have interaction with the public in course of our daily routine activities to have it, so that it will give us edge against the infection. So really, it does not really take time. Once you provide the necessary information needed to them, to the officials administering the vaccination, then they will now ask you to sit down patiently. Within the space of 20 minutes, you will be called to come over to take the vaccine. I believe once I have my the card, which is evidence of my vaccination and the date is written there, so I will definitely be allowed to enter into the Federal Secretariat complex.
The situation at the vaccination site located at the Federal Secretariat shows civil servants taking the jab to enable them into the Secretariat premises. Nafisa Abdul Al, Chess TV News, Abuja.
Now, police in Maiduguri, Borno State says it has arrested 52 suspects engaged in rape, vandalism, thefts, arms possession, among others. The State Commissioner of Police, Abdu Umar, at a press briefing with newsmen at the police headquarters said 4 suspects were involved in rape, 1 homicide, and 10 suspects were arrested for theft, criminal conspiracy, and receiving stolen properties. Other suspects paraded were involved membership for unlawful assembly and possession of dangerous weapons.
A lot of miscreants have been arrested, 22 in number, at various black spots in the metropolitan city, who engage in the smoking and trading illicit drugs. One Abakar Alaji Baba, 27 years old, of Gondi area, where he lured children age of 6-year-old, 4 years old, 7 years old, and another 4 years old. The same person raped them and caused serious injury on their private parts.
Owners of shanties and traders with illegal structures around Mabushi VIO office in Abuja have been served quit notice to remove any illegal structure or face demolition. The District Officer, Development Control Department of the Federal Capital Territory, Samson Atureta, warns that the situation where shanties are erected within plazas and other commercial buildings in the Federal Capital City will no longer be tolerated. Moradia Umar, however, reports that traders and owners of the settlement are pleading with the authorities to allow them to continue their business as they earn living trading in the area.
The Mabushi VIO environment is usually flooded with a lot of people, mostly traders, some hawking on foot, some sitting and selling from under their umbrellas or in small shops. But recently, the area has become a shadow of itself as the FCT Development Control has asked these traders to leave.
The removal of illegal structures, let's say the shanties and the shops, has been a usual occurrence in the capital city of Abuja, with the latest happening around the Mabushi VIO office, where some traders are really lamenting not coming out to sell their wares or not coming out to make sales or earn a living on a daily basis. Some of them are not really happy about the situation, and they blamed it on the development control. According to some people that we have spoken to off camera, they're talking about a fight that happened around here which led to the removal of these illegal shanties and shops. So we're here to speak to some of the traders and what really happened.
Last week Monday, when I come market, I see those insurance girls, and they down there they fight. Then they fight, they crying so much. I just cross, pass, come and sit down. Now here they manage myself. Also, I'm a widow, and they are now one leg I get. I manage myself. Then from Monday they come market, they come reach on Wednesday. So they can't say make we no come sell again. So they beg government to help us, to assist us for this management where they manage ourselves. Because everybody see how our country Nigeria be now, strong, rich now. Single person to feed it, another problem.
It happens on Monday. We hear shouting from down there. So after about 1 hour or 30 minutes, so I'm arranging my shai. They say, who is the Meshai of this place? I say, I'm the one. They tell us that as from today, we don't used to see anybody from here down there. That was what they said.
Today, I came around and I saw that they have evacuated people from here. And I asked a lady, she said it was because of what happened on Friday, that the police came to arrest some people and all that. That's why they got people arrested, and you can see there's nobody around anymore.
Well, this is the office of the development control around the VIO Mabushi area. The people responsible for serving later to the traders trading around here at the Mabushi Center. But one thing the district officer told me, Mr. Samson, was that a letter was served to these traders because some of them were constituting nuisance around this area, and it was to serve as a caution to some of these traders who felt that they had the right to sell their belongings around here, which of course, according to the Abuja master plan, no traders are around to stay around this area. Martia Umar, Trust TV News, Abuja.
You're watching Trust News Update. Coming up, how security app adds to secure community. Do stay with us for more details. Thanks for staying with us. Now here's another look at some of the main stories again. United Kingdom High Commission office in Abuja is deserted by visa-seeking applicants barely 24 hours after the country banned foreign travelers from Nigeria over COVID-19 Omicron variant. Plus, police in Maiduguri, Borno State says it has arrested 52 suspects engaged in rape, vandalism, thefts, arms possession, among others. Moving on now, Nigeria National Drug Law Enforcement Agency is calling for stiffer penalties for drug trafficking by removing the option of fines for drug offenders. Chairman of the agency, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, retired, made the call during the Institute of Change Management's annual dinner in Lagos. Marwa, represented by the Director, Seaport Operation, Omolade Faboyede, spoke on the theme, Drug Abuse in Nigeria, Changing the Narrative. He expressed concern over how officers lose their lives in the course of battling with drug traffickers, noting that actions will be taken to deal with the perpetrators. All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, the news continues. Please stay with us.
Get latest updates on current topical issues and breaking news by downloading the Trust TV mobile app on your Android devices. Go online, click Google Play Store, search Trust TV, install the app, and get doses of unfiltered information on happenings all over the world in your pocket. Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
Now, the 4 days working week introduced by the Kaduna State government is generating mixed feelings among civil servants and retirees. While some welcome the new policy, others are critical of it. The report.
Kaduna State government has introduced the 4 days working week to give time to its workers to attend to family and farming activities as a way of rejuvenating the workforce. Work begins from Monday to Thursday, while on Friday, the state civil servants will work from home. The policy is still generating reactions from different quarters in the state.
In respect of the Kaduna State government, 4 working days, it's not a new thing. As far as I'm concerned, far back 30 years ago, during the military era, you find out that by 12 o'clock on Fridays, the work normally closed then. After nobody come back to the office. In Kaduna, that of Kaduna, the only place to affect is that of the Kaduna State Geographical Information System. Because of people going there to collect their CO4, it will really affect those people that have files there, and they will really want to use the file for official purposes. As for the 4 working days, it's okay. It's not a new thing in Nigeria.
I don't see it as anything. At least they'll have time with their kids by Friday. No, it's normal. I don't think.
Because government says that on Friday, they'll be at home working. So I don't know how faithfully they're going to complete their work at home, because being at home at times distracts attention. So that kind of a policy will make some people to be lazy in life.
It's a good thing, but what I'm afraid of, it shouldn't be attached or associated to religion. There was a time, I can't remember the year, a similar system was introduced in Kaduna State, 4 working days. But in this context, the governor came out openly and said it is to enable, workers to reunite more with their families. And at the same time, to abide by the rules of the COVID-19.
Comrade Lawal Sambo is Kaduna State Chairman of the Nigerian Civil Service Union and Joint Negotiation Council. He says the introduction of the policy contravenes labor laws.
The Convention of Working in Nigeria says that nobody will work for more than 8 hours in a day, and which by this adjustment, the civil servants of Kaduna State will have to work for at least 9.5 hours to 10 hours every day, which contravene the convention. And this convention is in the exclusive list of Nigerian Constitution. So no any state government has the right to make any law in regards to working hours.
Comrade Sambo, who is a former Labour leader, also faults Kaduna State government for not talking to the Labour leaders in the state before introducing the policy.
They can make the working days to be 2 days, 3 days, 1 day in a week, but the issue is that they will have to consider that hours that the civil servants are supposed to work in their workplace, which is standard is 8 hours. And this issue of working hours is very paramount in the labor movement, which was even the basis of formation of this labor movement from way back in United States, because that's when it starts from the agitation of how many hours workers are supposed to work. That's how these things start, and it will not end there. It has to continue, because workers are not slaves. Workers are workers. You employ them because you want them. And even in taking this decision, I'm not even sure whether the Kaduna State government have talked to the leaders of the workers so that they can sit and make arrangements. And if Kaduna State government did not know the law.
According to him, the 4-day working policy requires a legal and regulatory framework to be in place by January 2022.
Now on the foreign scene, a Kenyan police officer has shot dead at least 5 people in an overnight rampage through the capital, Nairobi, before he shot himself. Police Directorate of Criminal Investigation on Tuesday said the officer first killed his wife in their home, shooting her in the neck before setting off at 3 a.m. with his service-issued AK-47 rifle, shooting innocent members of the public. Officer in charge of Nairobi's Dagoretti area, Francis Wahome, confirms the incident and the death toll, but gave no other details. Angry residents near where the incident took place later set fire to tires on a road in a protest against the violence. In a 2010 incident, a police officer in Siakago town, 100 kilometers northeast of Nairobi, shot 10 people dead, including 2 of his colleagues. And with that, we wrap up Trust News Update. Do well to click the subscribe button on our YouTube and also follow us across all social media handles for latest news updates. I am Ayuba Ila. Thank you for watching.